Welcome to episode 3, Choose AI by the work it needs to do. AI products often come with many labels, and those labels can make the subject feel more complicated than it needs to be. In this lesson, we will classify AI in two practical ways, by the function it performs and by the way we use it. The goal is to begin with the work, not with a fashionable tool name. We are now at the third step of the course. After learning why AI matters and building a practical definition, we can examine how different AI capabilities serve different purposes. This will make it easier to select appropriate tools. In the next episode, we will apply that understanding as we begin working with ChatGPT. There are two independent classification systems on this slide. Classification by function asks, what does the AI mainly do? Classification by method of use asks, how will a person use it in real work? These are different questions. We should not combine them into a single sequence or assume that one method always belongs to one function. The table classifies AI by its primary function. Generative AI creates new material such as text, images, tables, audio, video, or code. Predictive AI estimates future possibilities or patterns from available data. Recommendation AI suggests content or products based on interests and behavior. Automation AI processes repeatable work according to rules or a workflow. A single product may support more than one of these functions. These four functions answer four different work questions. If the question is what should be made, we need generation. If it is what may happen, we need prediction. If it is what may fit this person or situation, we need recommendation. If it is what should repeat according to a rule, we need automation. Choose the function from the purpose of the work, not from the brand name printed on the tool. The second classification looks at how AI is used. A search-oriented service helps find, verify, and summarize information. A tool-oriented service helps create a focused output such as writing, design, or analysis. A hybrid service combines research, creation, and execution in one workflow. The same service may support several methods, so this classification can change depending on the task. The distinction matters because different needs call for different perspectives. When you need recent information, begin with a search-oriented process that emphasizes sources and evidence. When you need a document or image, use a production tool that produces a draft or design. When the task requires research followed by creation and continued revision, use a hybrid workflow. Begin with the result you need, then select the perspective that supports it. A tool name does not define the task. The same AI service might search for information, write content, create a table, or support a workflow. That does not mean all four activities are identical. State the purpose first, then decide which capability within the service should be used. This prevents the product name from replacing clear thinking about the work. This table matches common work purposes with useful AI perspectives. Creating content usually calls for generative capability. Understanding customer response may require prediction or recommendation based on patterns. Processing repeated work may call for automation. Connecting research with production may require search, a tool-oriented stage, and a hybrid workflow. The categories are guides for choosing support, not rigid labels for the entire project. One online selling task can use several AI functions. Writing product copy uses generation. Estimating demand uses prediction. Suggesting related products uses recommendation. Sending an order notice according to a rule uses automation. The business is not one type of AI. Each part of the work should be matched to the capability it actually needs. Another useful distinction is conversational versus tool-oriented AI. Conversational AI is well suited to questions, explanations, drafts, and thinking support. Tool-oriented AI focuses on a particular output, such as an image, video, voice, automation, or specialized analysis. You do not need every tool. Choose the tool that fits the current task, and use conversation when it helps clarify the work. These 6 categories organize common tools by what people need to accomplish. Listen and read tools support meetings, speech-to-text, and document review. Writing and translation tools help draft, polish, and adapt content. Research and analysis tools summarize, cite, and review information. Creation tools produce images, slides, video, or audio. Management tools support schedules, customers, and operations. Automation tools connect repeated actions across apps and services. Do not try to memorize every product name. Start by describing the result you want. Then identify the category of tool that could produce or support that result. Learn one useful tool at a time and test it on real work. The expanding market should give you more choices, not create a new obligation to master every service. Tool details can change quickly. Features may be added or removed, plans may change, and pricing can affect what is practical. Privacy deserves equal attention, especially when files contain customer, employee, financial, or confidential information. Verify current information before committing time, money, or sensitive data to any service. Use this worksheet to connect classification with a real task. Describe what must be completed. Identify the main function, create, predict, recommend, or automate. Decide whether the method should be search-oriented, tool-oriented, or hybrid. Finally, describe the output that should be produced. This sequence keeps the tool choice connected to a defined work purpose. Check your understanding before moving forward. You should be able to separate classification by function from classification by use, explain the 4 major functions, begin with a work purpose instead of a tool name, recognize that one service can support several methods, and verify changing features, pricing, and privacy conditions. These habits will make future tool choices more deliberate. The main lesson is to choose AI by purpose, not by popularity. Name the task, identify the function, and then choose one useful tool. In episode 4, we will apply this approach as we get started with ChatGPT and learn how to turn a conversation into a practical workspace. The QR code opens the Amazon page for the optional English companion guide.